Okay, this is going to be part 2 because I hit stop instead of pause. So my daughter said on Thursday, why don't we go into New York to, oh my God, I'm getting these gels like my mother. Oh my God, I need to lift these. Oh, why don't we go in to see the cherry blossoms tomorrow because you're off? And, I'll just, end work a little early. Okay. Then have a nice dinner. So then his wheels started spinning, and then he calls me and I'm in the middle of a food store for getting stuff from my boss. And he's like, okay, I'm proposing tomorrow. And I'm like, what? And said, yeah. So I'm like, okay. So he said she came up with this idea, so he went with it. So that's where he's going to propose. The only thing is he's not going to have pictures, whatever. And I'm like, just ask someone to take a picture. And when you hand them your phone, say, please video. Don't just take pictures, video. So my daughter said she kind of in that moment, I guess, started to realize what was happening. And my daughter was stunned. The ring is gorgeous. It's like 2.5 carats. But it's not just that. He designed it, and it's just gorgeous. It's just so beautiful. So I'm going to be door dashing because now my daughter has broke it to me. Last night I went up to help her pack, and I can't really do much because with my, surgery, I'm still in limitation. So I was sitting there bubble wrapping all her glasses, wine glasses, shot glasses, beer mugs, coffee mugs, and my daughter has, and shot glasses. I mean, whiskey glasses. I mean, they just have way too many glasses. And so from there, she tells me next April. And I'm like, oh my God. I thought I'd have like a little bit of a break before, from my son's wedding to her wedding. Oh, plus I haven't really, I'm walking a little bit here and there, but I can't walk like I wanted to. I want to do the treadmill with an incline and really work it. So I'm hoping when I go May 14th to the surgeon, he clears me and he tells me I can do this. So, but a couple of things. Now, although I haven't been making videos on YouTube, I've been watching a lot of YouTube. I watched this one guy, RTP dating or something like that. I don't know. And I apologize that I don't know for sure. But I continue to watch Hey Everybody, and it's HeyyyEverybodyrincess, everybody. But I will put the hashtag there. Love Erin. And she's starting to date. And she's finding it crazy. But I commented, like, I joined a singles group, and I haven't been doing much with them because of the surgery, but I co-host a book club now. And the first time we had 5 of us. Someone came towards the end, but he didn't even read the book. 5 of us, but this time we had 10 of us. So we doubled our numbers, and now we already have 12 people going. So we are limiting it to 20 and then start a wait list. And we're thinking people, and like 3 of us are repeaters from the one before. Of course, the woman that co-hosts with me could not make it. She was sick. And, but 2 other women besides myself were repeaters. And we read Don't Let Him In. And being out in the dating world, I mean, first of all, highly recommend the book, but you have to get through like the first 10 chapters. They're small chapters. First 10 chapters, you're going to be confused and be like, oh my God, what is going on? I don't understand. This isn't making sense. And actually, one of the women posted, is everybody as confused as I am reading this book? And I was beyond the confusion, and I said, I was there, very confused in the beginning, but keep reading. And you have to keep reading and reading. And it was one of these books, and he is, I don't want to give it away, but this guy is out there dating, and maybe a little more than dating. And he is slick. Let's just put it that way. But if you're out in the dating world, let him in. Read that book. And, well, I don't know if you want to read it because it's pretty scary. Like, that, you know, I just don't want to give it away. But it's pretty freaking scary that, you know, what went on. And how many women felt, and I'm sure there's women out there doing what he's doing. So, I think it was great in the end. But it does start to come together, like pieces of, it's like a puzzle that you like is scattered everywhere, and you're like, oh my God, I don't even know where to begin. And you're like, oh, this doesn't make sense because this, like, it doesn't seem anything goes together. And then you start to, you know, do the outside of the puzzle. And then some of the other pieces, you know, to the outside of the puzzle. And then you're like, oh, now I could see what this puzzle is. So it's kind of like that, like, to use that analogy. But, so I don't mean to scare you. But I'm sure all men aren't like this. And the men in our group, they're like, you know, they hated him. And they're like, he gives us men a bad name. But they said they've come across women in dating, and they could see that happening. And so it's a scary world out there in dating. So you just got to go with your gut. And some of these women didn't. We'll just say that. You know, when their antennas went up, they made excuses. So, and hey, Erin, I love her videos. I would love to do what she's doing, but I don't have the energy for it. Because I love to shop, but I don't have the money to shop. So, yeah. So, but I love seeing what she bought, and I am a little envious of her because she knows how to, like, put her outfits together. And the one video, she's like, oh, I didn't wear this hat to work, but I just threw it on because I didn't like what my hair was doing. And she looks so great in it. And it's like, it kind of seemed like it was an outfit that she put together, like, earlier in the day. So, and, like, you know, her jewelry, her, you know, she just, you know, and I just love her. She's like me. She's recording and she's yelling at the dog because the dog is barking. And she's not, like, you know, pausing it. She's not editing it. And it's her. And I just love it. And I know she said she's on Bumble. I'm on Facebook dating. Not that I've done anything with it. Because, you know. But I don't know. But I just love Erin. I love watching, like I said, what she bought. And her outfits, because her jewelry with what she's wearing, and some people have that niche, and she does. And I wish I did, because I don't. I did before kids. The jewelry matched the outfit and the shoes, and I just don't have it in me anymore. And I can't put things together anymore. I don't know. Kids sucked my brains, my fashion brains, I guess, out. I don't know. There's another woman that I love. It's Palette Princess. And let me tell you, people are really, like, this woman buys unclaimed mail palettes. And sometimes she buys Amazon mystery boxes and these other from other chicks. I don't know, Dixie Chicks or something. I don't know what they are. But if you go over to her page, which I'll put her thing too, I'll tag her. She's from Michigan. She has a Michigan accent, okay? And people are constantly, like, commenting to her and correcting her and basically mocking the way she says words. And I'm like, you know what? Are you perfect? Like, I just love, she goes, fancy. I just love it when she's like, ooh, fancy, like something that she opened that, like, is fancy. Oregon, I'm probably saying it wrong, but I love the way she says it. I love, and some people are like, you shouldn't be saying, she says people, if the label, she can read it, the people's first name and where it went. And it's exciting because she has named towns and, in my state. And I'm like, oh my God. There was one, my brother lives in Florida, and there was one in their town, and I tagged them. And what I think she does, and some people might just say and throw them out. If it's a personalized item, she puts a special post just for that item to try to find that person, to get it back to them. And, like, I probably would say 9 out of 10 she gets back to the people. And there was a guy that was returning pants that went through chemo. I think it was chemo. And he's doing better, but the pants are too big now that he's got the, and he wanted them returned, and they ended up in her lap. Well, I mean, she said, anybody wants to send cards, send them to my P.O. box. I'll get them to him. And she even called him and talked to him. And she said he has a great outlook. And so she has such a big heart. And there's pens, but I don't know, like 500 pens or something like that, and had the company name and phone number. So she called, and he's like, oh my God, we thought they were lost. We thought we were never going to see them. She made sure they got them. So she donates them. She'll make videos of, like, she had a girls thing, a Galentine's, I think it was around Valentine's, and gave a bunch of them to people, like, 2, 3 each, and opened them. And at a Christmas party, she, do you want to open something? And, so she doesn't just keep these for herself. She donates. She does sell some of them, and she has every right to. She buys these pallets, and to get her money back, she has every right to sell them. Like I said, donates, does, parties and things with her family, and open packages, and people get to keep them, and her friends, her family. And so I just think it's wonderful what she does. And I find it very entertaining. I just happened to stumble across, I don't know how it came up on my news feed, on my Facebook, and now I follow her on YouTube, and I just love her. There is a couple others that a guy, and I honestly don't know who he is, because it just this weekend, healthy alternatives, and one was like he gets his sister to swap out, and one thing was Oreos and Reese's peanut butter cups. Stick in my head, there was many other things, and he turns around and my daughter had them last night because she's like, oh yeah, she's got to be healthier, because her blood work and stuff. And then there's Robbie approved. And he goes through Costco, through Walmart, through like all these different stores. But Costco, I mainly have seen him, like I said, just started this past weekend. And it's Robbie approved. And he has an app, I believe. And again, I'll try to see if I can find his, but if I can't, I'll try to look it up and tag him. But I think he's great. Jeff Ross, I think that's his name. Gosh, I hope that's his name. Rawson Report, I think it is. And I know he was on something. I don't know if he was on like the news 2020 or something like that, but he has his own channel. He's fabulous. He does all different things. And he did a mystery box. One was a fail. One was it was well worth more than was. He exposes people. He tells you about watch out for this and that and different things, but that expiration dates are not required. Not required. The only time they're required is formula, baby formula. I can't remember something else, but that's the important one, baby formula. And that is just an expiration on food, is because like eggs, and I've heard this, I don't know if the egg sinks, I believe it's still good. If it floats, it's not good, or vice versa. I don't know, but they were a week, I want to say, past the expiration that he had, and they were still good according to this water thing. And milk, I'm not a milk person, but my kids, the day it expired, they wouldn't even drink it the day it expired. Not that it would last that long in my house. It was very rare. The only way it was because I used to buy a bunch of gallons at a time, because my son would literally at times go through a gallon of milk a day. And there's a thing that he does, I think it's him, Aldi. If it's 5 days or less to the expiration, it's an unwritten thing or unwritten rule or company policy. You go to the cashier and they have to give it to you for, I don't know if they have to, but they do give it to you for 50% off. My son is a big Aldi shopper, and I told him, I shared with them, and they were grateful because they go through so much bread. They wish it was that way for eggs, because they literally buy 5 dozen eggs at a time, because my grandson will have 2-3 eggs in the morning. My daughter-in-law has an egg. My granddaughter, when she's there, has an egg or 2. So literally they go through a lot of eggs, which my grandson is very much into fruit. Like, he will eat fruit. And he's got to get his protein, hence the eggs. Someone said, is it healthy for someone to, a kid to eat that many because of the cholesterol, whatever? I honestly don't know, but I guess it's better than junk food and not eating. He's a cookie monster. he'd eat cookie after cookie. As much as he loves his fruit and he loves his eggs, he does love his chicken, but he has to be in the mood for his chicken. So, but, a couple of things that, so as I find these people, I'd love to share them with you, because like I said, although I haven't been making videos, I really wasn't up for it. You know, before my surgery, I was having so many stomach issues. I mean, my stomach was just a mess. Now it's better, but I was healing and I was sore. And actually the glue, I noticed today, mostly is off of the 4 incisions. I know, you needed to know that, right? So was 4 weeks yesterday. And he said it'll take 4 to 6 weeks for the glue to fall off. So it's just about off. So there we go. I have been doing these exercises because I can't stand my stomach. I just can't. You know, the pouch, not where the hernia was, the pouch. And knee lifts, these are my hands, but knee lifts. And then, okay, say these are your knees coming up. Okay, just lift your knees, and I've been doing those, and I've been doing I count to 20, because so 10 each leg, and then bend your knee and go like that. I know I'm using my arms when I should be using my legs, but your knee, say this is your knee, and then your knee goes this way and your knee goes that way. And so I know it's weird to do it with your hands, but so you lift it and go that way and then down. Well, I guess you kind of, as you lift, you go that way, but you don't turn your body. You keep your body straight. And so you just kind of, as you lift, you go that way with each one. And it's supposed to get rid of this pouch. Whether it is, who knows? And so, yeah. So, yeah, I've been discovering all these on YouTube. I'm not a big TV watcher, so that's that. But the next book we're reading in our book club is House of Eve. And I started to listen to it and I fell asleep. But, one book I read, listened to, Getting Naked. I think it's called Valerie Bertinelli's new book. And I just I loved listening to that book of all books, just like Matthew McConaughey's, because Matthew McConaughey read his book. Valerie Bertinelli read her book. So it's her telling her story, and she's actually telling it because she's reading, her book. And I thought it was just fabulous. I just loved it. And I cried. Be prepared if I don't know how you can get through it and not cry. It was wonderful. It just really spoke to me because she talks about, like, she never really looked at her body naked in the mirror, and now she looks and she's just like, says, I'm sorry to her body. I didn't appreciate you. And you just have to read it. It's just wonderful. She's just so open and honest. And I loved Eddie Van Halen. So she talks about him. And I really think, and even listening to her, and I think they were totally meant to be together. And life just got in the way for them. I don't I didn't live their lives, so I can't say for sure. But I didn't realize she was divorced from her second husband. So and I didn't realize her age. I really didn't. She looks fabulous. She is coming by me, but She might have been here already. I'm not sure. But it's just not in the budget. It really isn't. With my son getting married and now my daughter getting married, it's just not in the budget. As you say, I'm door dashing to try to afford this, and even just everyday stuff. My goal is, once I get past the weddings, I can breathe. But I'm still going to do the DoorDash, and I'm still going to try to go back to Kohl's for the holiday season, because my goal is, if I can take the DoorDash money after my kids' weddings, take the DoorDash money and put that away and put it away and put it away, and almost like, I mean, if I do like $100 a night on average, 3 nights, 4 nights, I mean, that's $300-$400. Take that and put it away, and you figure that is in, let's see, just say 300 times 4. That's $1,200 extra a month. So even if I put 1,000, that's 12,000 in a year. So this is my dilemma, okay? Because I eventually going to need a new car. I want to get a new car when I retire, but pay cash. So what I'm thinking is taking half of it, and there is a financial guy out there that I listen to too. So try to find him too. Like I said, if I get to upload this tonight, and I'll edit my thing to add these people. And also Mel Robinson. She's had wonderful people on there too. I just love her. I listen to hers at night a lot, falling asleep. And no offense, Mel Robinson. Not because, you know, it's boring, you know. It's because I want to end my day with these positive things that she's saying. So not the financial people, when she has them on, but these things when she said, this is things you need to tell yourself. This is things you need to do. This is like, those are the things I listen to, because I'm falling asleep saying those things to myself. So there's some of her, I guess they're called podcasts on YouTube, her podcasts, her video casts, whatever they're called, I've watched over and over again, because they're just so reinforcing. And I've listened to Valerie Bertinelli's book twice now, because it's just so inspiring, what she says. And it's just, and every time I listen to it, I'm crying at almost the same parts, even though I've heard it before. I'm crying. But I think what I would do is take half, put it in IRA, half put away for a car. So even if I have a small car payment, like I'm going to be 60, but I don't see myself retiring before 67. My car has 123,000 miles on it. It's a Volkswagen Jetta. I'm hoping to get to 200,000 miles. Now, this is 2017, so you can see how much I really don't use it. But now my daughter moved to North Carolina 8 hours away. Might. Okay. So I really have to get rid of these. Oh my God. My mother had this, like, and I just, oh my God. But, this is the DoorDash stickers. It says, enjoy your order. Thank you for helping me fund my son's wedding. So I keep these in my glove box. I broke my glasses. Yes, I have half a glasses. I do have old glasses. And, yeah. So this is where my world is going. My car needs an oil change. I need new glasses. I need a new prescription. It just seems like I feel like I'm not getting ahead. I'm never getting ahead. I was for a brief moment getting ahead, and then this happened and that happened, and I was like, oh my God, I just can't. So this is why I DoorDash. And yes. So I would highly recommend. I do have my little, where is it? My alarm. And I will do it real quick because my neighbors are going to hear it and be like, what? See, it does have a light on it. Woo! Didn't mean to, see? Didn't mean to do that. But, so, I did it real quick. So, it's like a high-pitched tweety thing. And I carry that. First of all, I like that it has the light on it because then if it's a dark going up to the house, plus that they know I have a light on me, and then that it has the alarm. I mean, I feel it's even useful, like if people have a dog and accidentally open the door, or one of the kids opened the door and it comes out. But can I just tell you this? We have some really bleeping fucking, okay, I wasn't going to say it, but fucking lazy people in our society. Okay, because I had a DoorDash, and it took me, first of all, DoorDash, I can tell you this. I am going to write an email to DoorDash. I'm actually going to tag them in this because their GPS, I don't know who to reach out to, but I come out, I think I said this on the last video, but I come out of the shopping plaza. The shopping plaza has like a light, and you can go left or you can go right. If you go left, you're going then across this major highway. Their GPS was telling me, go left, at the light, go right, go up the highway, go to the jug handle, U-turn, whatever, take the, go around, go back down the highway to get to Cold Stone. So I'm now, I know the area, thank God. So I'm going right across, it's right across the highway. So when I go across the highway, all of a sudden, it's telling me to go past the plaza, go up that street, make a right, follow that street, and then make a right onto the highway, and then what is seriously wrong with your GPS? And the other thing is, it says, take the next exit, or take the exit in 0.4. There are some on my highway that there's east and west, like say, I don't know, 81 east, 81 west. And it's right, and it's like this, here's the exit for this one, like not even a quarter of a mile is the next one. So I have taken the wrong one because I don't know which, I thought it was the next one, or I thought it was the one before. So it clearly marks, and there's some that have like Main Street, like tonight, it said take the next exit. It had it clearly marked, West Main Street. Why can't their GPS tell us next exit, West Main Street? And there was like my last order, it told me to take Center Street. Center Street is, and then you go into the plaza. Well, right off of the highway, you can take an entrance into there. And what I don't like is it'll tell you where you're going, and then that disappears. Like, your GPS is going into, and trust me, I love DoorDash. I love the money I'm making. I will tell you this, $3.80 is not cutting it for 20 minutes to go pick up an order and then drive 20 minutes, because it's usually out of my area, and then 20 minutes back. And that tells me the people didn't tip. So then DoorDash has to up their money. And I mean, minimum wage. I know we're not going by minimum wage, because you can make more than minimum wage. I get it. And I would not like DoorDash to say, okay, you know, flat rate per delivery. Would not like that at all. But you gotta have a minimum here. Like, if the minimum is $5.50 for an order, then I'd be okay with that. But $3.80, $3.90 for an order, that's not worth it. I mean, in the beginning, I did it. I'll be honest. I took those orders, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like looking at how many miles I went, and I'm like, oh my God, I just made like $1.50 with the gas, especially with the prices of gas. So I really think they have to do a minimum of $5.50. Just my opinion. Minimum of $5.50. I mean, maybe in some areas they'll, you know, I like the double dash, because I went to one place and I picked up 2 orders. My first dash tonight, picked up 2 orders, delivered the 2 orders. Okay. It was $13.80, I want to say, for both orders. Okay. I will tell you this. I have done where ding 2 orders and it's like $19 and something. But that's on a weekend. So $13.80 for during the week for 2 orders, picking them up at the same place, is good money. Okay. And I get during the week, but even Wawa, it came up. I wasn't sure I wanted to, you know, start dashing again, because I just got myself a wrap at Wawa, and it was like $3.50. And I'm like, people are not going to tip. And it was like, I saw the time to deliver it, and it was like 23 minutes to deliver it. I'm right at Wawa. They know I'm at Wawa. So that means I'm going in and getting it. What is it going to take me? Not even 5 minutes. 2-3 minutes. So 20 minutes. So not even $4 for 20 minutes. So you figure 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes. You know, that's like $12 for the hour. With gas. That's if you can accomplish that. But 23 minutes, so that's 3 minutes to go in and get it, and then 20 minutes to deliver it. Then if it's far enough, and if it's out of your zone, you have to get back in your zone. So that's what, so you could end up making what, $8? Not even for an hour. To me, not worth it. Not worth it. And then they want, you know, they say, oh, up your acceptance rate, up your acceptance rate. I would up my acceptance rate. And they want me to deliver groceries. It keeps popping up. I can't lift all these groceries to do grocery shopping, number one. Number two, the one time it was $7. I'll tell you this, $7.65. But they wanted me to go to Jersey Mike's, which was at one end of the plaza, and then go in ShopRite. 37 items. Now, that's going to take me some time to get those 37 items. I couldn't, because of just having hernia surgery. So, yeah. So I wouldn't been able to lift that. And I just let it expire. But it's turned off for me for shopping. And let me tell you, I didn't mind around Thanksgiving going into BJ's. I think it was actually the night before Thanksgiving. I didn't mind going in BJ's. I didn't mind. I went in Costco. I didn't mind doing that. If there was an option to do just BJ's and Costco, I would do that. No food stores, but BJ's and Costco, like club shopping. There you go, DoorDash, club shopping. I would do the club shopping. I mean, I can't right now. Like I said, I cannot lift all those. I can't even do my own. I have to do a little at a time for my own grocery shopping. So that's an idea, DoorDash. And you really have to improve your GPS. You really do. And like, if there's, when I don't know, so I was going somewhere with that. So I was going, it was sending me into Keyport, which is about roughly 20 minutes away. It was like, it said 37 minutes. And I was, or even longer, I think. And I was like, and I looked at how I was like, I'm not going their way. I know how to go there. It's where I lived before I moved here. So I was like, that's crazy. Let me tell you, it took me about 18 minutes. So I'm sure if I went their way, and then this is how, when I got on the thing of people are fucking lazy, which I'm glad, because I'm making money off of lazy people. But all of a sudden it goes ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, oh, and I was going to deliver this in like 5 minutes. And I'm like, I'm close to the restaurant. So I get to the restaurant, and I had to wait for someone, because the guy's like, I go over to the bartender. He's like, oh, you got to wait for the host. Where is she? Time is money, people. That's the annoying part. It's these establishments that annoy me when they are not ready. McDonald's, very understaffed. The McDonald's by me, very understaffed. It seems like they have a lot of people. I don't know. They don't have enough people for how busy they are, evidently. So she's, oh yeah, okay, I'll go get it. She goes, gets it. She's what? Oh, she starts talking to someone. And I'm like, do these people not realize I'm losing money? I'm losing money. Get your butts, So she comes back with the food, and it was wings and sweet potato fries. I go, completed, start, pick up, boom, take my picture, go, get the directions, half a mile from the place. I'm like, and then my friend's like, well, maybe, they're disabled, they're sick. First of all, if you're sick, you're not eating, wings and sweet potato fries. But no, guy came out to get his order after he told me to leave it at the door. And yeah. And so I'm like, oh my God. Then the next one was at a Wendy's. And so I went there because it was almost $10. And again, the minutes I was like, oh, well, it's got to be close by. I'm in there, ding, ding, ding. My next, another one for Wendy's. Sure, I'll take it. I'm here. So another $9 and something, because I would have made almost $20. I'm like, wow. The time to deliver it is the first person I delivered to, 1.25 miles. Then to the next one was 3/4 mile. So the first person was 1.25 miles from the Wendy's. The next person was like about 2 miles from the Wendy's. And both perfectly freaking healthy. Young people. And so we're in a world of convenience, very much. And like I said, I'm glad people are lazy. People want the convenience of just going on an app, ordering their food, and having it delivered to their door. I'm glad because I'm making money off of this. And I love this. And when I retire, man, I think this is going to be my gig. Because, oh my God, I can do it when I want, make money when I want. I mean, I'll be collecting Social Security and my 401k. But I'm like, when I want some money, extra money, I don't want a very budgeted person. So I don't want to go outside my budget because I want something or do something. DoorDash, Lord willing, I'll still be able to. And I'm like, wow. Like, what is it going to be like then? In like 7 years when I retire? Wow. Blow my mind. But I find the younger and younger, and it's, for some people, it's not good. For some people, hey, listen, I DoorDashed when I had the flu, and I did Wawa, and I did a couple of soups. Their soup, though, not canned soup. Their soup, a couple of their soups, because I can heat them up. Gatorade, jugs of water, gallon jugs of water, because I was not paying for water bottles. I don't know what else I did. Crackers, I think. And it's just like, it killed me to pay that, but I'm glad they had that, because what would I have done before DoorDash? So it does, it serves its purpose. It is wonderful. I was talking to somebody when I was waiting for an order, and some of these places, like, they're just talking, standing around talking, whatever. And they're not, doing the order. They're doing the order and it's much slower. You can see it because they're yapping. It's like, time is money, people. But I was talking to him, and he does Grubhub very rarely. He said he only does Grubhub when DoorDash is full or doesn't have orders. And he said DoorDash is so much better than Grubhub. So I'm like, yeah, I love DoorDash. I love doing it. It is now 11:02. I need to get to bed. But I love the flexibility. I didn't do it this past weekend. I wish I did. Saturday, I could have done it in the morning, because then I babysat at night. And you're saying babysit. My granddaughter had to lift her brother into the crib. She's going to be 8. He's going to be 2. So he kind of, climbed a little bit. She got him in. So that was that. Then Friday night, I was waiting to hear about the proposal. By the time I did, I lost my momentum and I was just exhausted. I should have just pushed through it. And then Sunday, I had a migraine. So, but that's the joy of it. If I mean, like I said, I want to work at Kohl's for the holiday season, I think. But the reason that, like, if I had to be in Kohl's, I wouldn't have been, been able to be glued by my phone. Maybe I'd have to tell my son, no, I can't babysit. I have to work Kohl's. Or if I had a migraine, I might have sucked it up, or I would have had to call out, and then they wouldn't have been too happy. So, I do love the flexibility. I really do. So, and I don't know why this person is insisting on parking here, because the van parked over the line. So I don't know why you feel the need to park next to me and squeeze next to me, but that's okay. All right. So, but I'm going to tag a bunch of people that I really love on YouTube, but my 2 favorites, especially, oh, you're going to park there and steal her spot. Are you a stupid fucking, oh my God. We have an unwritten rule, like, this is our spot. We park here. Now, I've stopped parking in the first row, like right by the building, because one, I like the second row, because looking out, seeing my car, the kids play on the sidewalk, and they should. So I kind of park over here now in the second row. But, yeah, so my two favorite, and I have so many followers thanks to Erin. She's the one that said to check out my channel. So thank you a million times over. And so it's Hey, HeyyyEverybodyrincess everybody is hers. People are also saying mean things to her too, and I don't know why people have to be mean. If you have not, what am I? I was brought up. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. And you know what? If you don't like this, that, or the other thing about, don't watch her videos. You don't have to watch the videos. No one's telling you to sit there and watch them. And then Palette Princess, love her opening the stuff, and I'd love to see what she gets. I love the fact that she's like, oh no, that's, like something adult. And I don't know, maybe because her kids watch it, her family, I don't know, maybe she's just very reserved, which is perfectly fine. I love you the way you are. Jody is her name. But this is what I got my daughter and future son-in-law, because I got it for my daughter-in-law. I had to get it for her. It says a keychain, one penis for life. And then a golf ball. And if I would have saw this, I would have got it for my son. Same hole forever. So, thought those were cute. I did also buy for their dog a bandana that says my humans are getting married. What else did I buy? I don't even remember. I did buy my daughter 2 dresses. She gets to pick one, because she is going to lunch. She thinks it's a going away party, but it's a surprise engagement party. Oh my God, these jawls. Ugh. Actually, I think this side is droopier than this side. Oh my God. I know. And I just listened to Valerie Bertinelli's for twice to just love yourself and stop picking on all the things on your body and stuff. And that's the one thing I just can't stand. I just want it to be, I guess with age. But yes. So, all right. This has been almost an hour-long video. Oh my God. Plus I have the other one that I kind of got to cut off. So, all right, everybody. I'm going to go in. It is now 11:08. I have to wash my face and put my pajamas on. Well, put my pajamas on, wash my face. I had to pause it for a second because yawn. Me yawning. And take my medicine, brush my teeth, go to bed. So we have a bed tomorrow at work, so it's going to be a busy day. All right. So, and I say this all the time. I don't always do it, so I'm going to try. I don't promise you, because I don't like to break promises, but I'm going to try to do videos more often. So, I'm starting to feel better. So, my stomach issues, I dealt with them for 1.5 years. So, we'll see. Okay? So, have a good night, everybody. Bye.